everybody! Welcome back to Northern Land, Place of Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. We are randoming here, and that looks like Eve. Genius. It was actually Lazarus. It always has more momentum at the end than I expect. FS73D3KE, aka the alphanumeric Canadian Deke. I've touched on this before. But do Americans know what deking is? Does deke have a meaning? If I was in America and I said, put your toque on, we're about to deke some buddies, would you say, what the fuck are you talking about? Fave this tweet if you know what a deke is. I don't know where I'm going with this. Hey, shoot the whoop right off the bat is pretty solid. A deke is in, well, any sport, but particularly hockey, when you have the opportunity to do some stick handling or fake somebody out and they totally bite. That's when you get them. That's what a deke is, I should say. Also, if you live in America, particularly parts of America where it rarely snows, can you stop spreading the notion that a toboggan is a knitted wool cap you wear on your head? A toboggan is a sled. The knit cap that you wear on your head is a toque. A toboggan is the thing you get. It's a sled you ride down. I don't mind this bad trip, actually. It's a sled you ride down on a snowy hill. You might say, well, that's not the way I've heard of it. If you're from California, shut the fuck up. The people who live with the winter, I know I live in Vancouver, but I've been through my share of winters. The people who live in the winter get to determine the name of the stuff. You don't get to determine the name of the stuff. Well, in LA, we've always called it a toboggan. By the way, what does snow look like? I've never seen it before in my life. Come on now. If you're from Minnesota, you want to call it a toque, you want to call it a toboggan, you can call it whatever the fuck you want. But everybody else, stop spreading the misnomer. I think with a golden key, we will try to kill ourselves on the fire on the shop, come back with super bandage, and be good to go. Too bad we didn't get, like, swallowed penny or something. But still, good situation. Super bandage, nice HP buff, keys for the next floor for sure. And, I mean, super bandage itself, pretty much... maybe not guarantees, but gives us a really good chance to deal with the devil regardless. Plus, we have Shoop the Whoop, an item that gets better as we get better, but even when we suck is still pretty good. Might be able to get into this boss trap room via the secret room, but in all likelihood, probably we're going to have to forego it on this floor. And that's okay. Well, maybe not in all likelihood, because there is a, deal with the devil chance that could take us down. Zodiac. People have been talking about Zodiac. Saying Zodiac is pretty bad. I've seen the scuttlebutt on the subreddit. I'm starting to agree, honestly. The principal problem I find with Zodiac is one that a lot of people have brought up, where basically it's very difficult to tell what you have. If you don't have what we have right now, which is piercing shots, or you don't have Stompy or something like that, it's pretty tough to tell whether you've got, Cancer or Pisces or Poison Shot's another one that's probably pretty easy to tell. But oftentimes you're like, maybe you have Virgo for a whole floor and never realize it, right? So I would love it if somehow you could just see what you had. And then apart from that, some people have talked about it giving you like a permanent upgrade once every 2 floors or something like that. For my money, I don't think it's a bad idea necessarily, but I think it might be like a little overkill. Like, Zodiac is basically worse than a random Zodiac item. The reason being that rarely, well, not rarely, but oftentimes you won't be able to actually take advantage of the item you have because you don't know what it is. But sometimes it's going to be Whore of Babylon, mostly for precedent, but also a chance that we can maybe take advantage of it later. And it also allows us to get into our boss trap room. But anyway, sometimes it'll be better if you get non-stop piercing shots, non-stop Scorpio or something like that. Sure, that's awesome, but... most of the time, I think it kind of sucks. But does it need a buff? I don't know. I'm kind of just of the opinion that it's just not that exciting. And, there's plenty of items in Isaac that are not that exciting. Do they all need a change? I think that's debatable. Some people may say yes on that, actually. I don't know what our HP looks like anymore. But I do know we have 2 Wheel of Fortune cards. And we should play this one to try to get a Spirit Heart or Good Trinket. Nothing. Blow them both up. We got a pill and blasting cap. Man, tough crowd. I think we head down to the next floor. We gotta have 1 spirit heart left. So I'm thinking 1 red heart, 1 spirit heart right now, which is not too confidence building, but it's not. Oh no, we picked up 2 black hearts on our deal with the devil as well, so we should have 3. Oh, we actually have 3.5. I thought maybe the gurgling did a full heart of damage. So, all right, that We've done an audit of our actual, like, HP now. Understandable. Let me put it this way. There are problems in Isaac I would fix before fixing the Zodiac, I guess, but... I understand that it's important. I kind of like it, though. I like items with a variance to them. There were some things that I would rework, I suppose. But, you know, that's my hot button Isaac issue for the day. I would really, really like to be able to pick up car battery. Odds of it on this floor, pretty freaking low. But, did we wound these guys? A couple of these guys went down a little faster than I would have expected. I guess our damage isn't that bad to begin with, though. I mean, we do have, the damage bonus from respawning as Lazarus, and Lusty Blood for the second run in a row, which is actually really dope. Now we hope that this room has, like, as many, enemies as they could possibly muster. And that is actually a pretty good representation of as many enemies as they could possibly muster. It's Teratoma. And every single... I think it's like every 2 enemies we kill, we get a damage buff. That's pretty meaningful in a situation like this. Pretty much one-shotting everything at this point. Not really a tough room. Lusty Blood is definitely up there in like the high B, low A items in the game. I've been starting to default to that like letter grading system. I'm thinking about... maybe finally actually clarifying my items in like a, maybe not in a video, but like just for my own personal records, as nerdy as that sounds. Go through the list of items, maybe programmatically, and then be like, is this an A item, an S item, a C item, a B item, a D item? I'd probably just annoyed like 15% of people out there by listing those outside of their traditional order. And I don't regret it for a darn second. Okay, so that is a library back there. Would you be mad if I didn't even check it? Also, would you dance if I asked you to dance? I don't remember the rest of the lyrics. Would you come and never look back? That's Hero, right? That's Hero by Enrique Iglesias. The hottest slow jam of 2003. I think we take nothing else. As much as that you know, might look annoying, I don't want to use a key for an item that I don't really want. You might be saying, well, Book of Belial's over there. I think that Shoop da Whoop may be in the same classification, the same strata as Book of Belial. Now, I actually, if I'm being honest, I think it's possible that Shoop da Whoop is actually better. And maybe even a lot better since the nerf to Book of Belial. But they're both serviceable. They're both items you can feel good about taking. That's our boss rush out right there, maybe. They're both items you can feel good about taking, but Shoop da Whoop is more applicable, and it might even be more potent at this point as well. Okay, easy room. Is there a consumable I missed? No. We're making great time then. Hit the husk up. I was thinking if there was like a Book of Revelations, I'd pay for it, get the Spirit Heart, and then also get the value out of the extra consumable. That's what I'm going for. Alright. If we find a better use for the Hermit card, or a more immediate use that's also good, we'll probably try to take it. But for now, I'm thinking free exit from boss rush. Haven't done that in a while. At least not in the runs that I've recorded today. From a, you know, video release standpoint, it may look different. But from a, you know, I'm living it right now standpoint, I did boss rush on our second to last run, which was a daily. I didn't even come close to doing boss rush on our last run, which was our Isaac run. So if I can steal boss rush, that could sate me for the rest of the afternoon with delicious positive morale. Pretty unlikely to find an arcade on this floor, unfortunately. And honestly, if you're looking at this and saying, how the hell is he going so fast right now? This is Shoop da Whoop, baby. You know, the ability to basically probably cut like 5 or 6 seconds off of every other room is pretty meaningful. Sometimes more than every other room. It doesn't instantly kill every room, of course, but still. I don't think I need to sell people on Shoop da Whoop anymore. There was a time not so long ago when Shoop da Whoop was like, man, this item really needs a buff. It got that buff, and you know, it's been hard to come to terms with the fact that this item that was formerly kind of a punching bag for me is actually like really good now. But it's not that hard to come to terms with because it shows up all the fucking time. So you find it pretty easy, actually, in hindsight, to get used to it, considering it drops, you know, once per mission, basically. Not a secret room. That's a big surprise. You know what? These are non-dailies. Let's take the guillotine. Hello.
You got your iced coffee. It took longer because they fucked up the order.
Oh, dang.
And then they only gave me half of French fries.
They only gave you half of French fries?
Yeah. Well,
at McDonald's?
Like, well, half full.
Yeah.
And then they didn't give me a sauce. So I checked it and I'm like, you didn't give me sauces.
They gave you no sauces.
And then they're like, ooh. And then they give me one. I'm like, oh,
yeah, 10 nuggets, 2 sauces.
Well, I only ordered 6.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm like, oh, I should pay 10 extra cents for the extra sauce. And then he's like, ooh, and then he gave me the sauce.
Nice, you roasted that guy.
So whatever.
Yeah, that's the half fry is always. That's why, yeah, half full. That's why they got the scoop. It's supposed to, you're supposed to get like a uniform amount of French fries. It's supposed to be the great equalizer, the side of a nation, of a species. They let us down here. To be fair, on the coffee thing, they're probably not making a whole hell of a lot of iced coffees in February. But at the same time, I know you got the technology back there. And I want my coffee now. Gosh darn it. No deal with the devil again. I mean, PJs are fine. I think we just go. I mean, there's not much keeping us here. I mean, there's not much pushing us forward. We're doing great on time. Nice. I just checked. It is black. The coffee, that is. Oftentimes you go, you know, I'll have a... This is not to shit on the people in the service industry, by the way. You got it rough. I recognize. But, you know, you do notice a pattern emerging. You go, oh, an iced coffee. A black iced coffee. And then they say any cream or sugar. And you go, I think we need to talk about the order process that just went down. I'd say, like... 75% of the time, you get exactly what you ask for. That's not a horrible percentage necessarily. 25% of the, or 12.5% of the time, you end up getting an iced coffee with the liquid sugar in it. Which, not to be a snob, I find it unpalatable. It's not that it's necessarily objectively horrible tasting. It's just I've never trained myself to really drink iced coffee with sweetener in it. So that's on me. But also, I ordered it properly. And then the other 12.5% of the time, you get a black hot coffee, which is fine. You know, you live with it. There's larger injustices to care about in the world. The temperature is... Ooh, Seraphim again. Again. The temperature is secondary to the flavor, for sure. Excuse me. Almost got hit there. Okay, how's this run going? Well, I'm not really wanting for anything. Our HP is fantastic. Our damage is pretty dang good. Shoop da Whoop is lovely and scalable. It's an item we can definitely keep forever, basically. I guess the only thing I'd ask for is maybe, like, occasionally give me a freaking deal with the devil. Not just so that we can actually pick up more items, but so that we can actually give some HP away. And in giving that HP away, see the lighting on Chubb there? That was beautiful. He didn't look static. He looked like he was a dynamic object in the environment. That's probably not worth it. But, yeah, also so we could give away some HP and maybe make Whore of Babylon functional. As of late, I mean, it's always nice to have a little bit of extra damage output. We're doing fine, but, you know, if you want to hook me up with some more, I would be ever so grateful. And this floor is, you know, slowing us down quite a lot. But we did also do the last floor in like 2 minutes, so can't be too mad. I guess if I'm really airing out my grievances right now, it would also be nice to have like a little bit of money. We haven't really had money like at all on these runs, to the best of my memory. Perks is actually okay. I keep saying perks is okay, and then I continue to like never use it for more than its actual lot in life, which is disappointing. But one of these days that'll happen. Excuse me, guillotine, thank you. Counterfeit penny, a functional trinket. Thanks for kind of doing what I asked for. Look, we're gonna take some damage. That's the curse of the guillotine. Just prepare yourself for it. Nickel. We could bomb our way to Champion Belt here, and I think I'm actually going to do that. I don't even notice the damage penalty from Champion Belt anymore. Oh, thanks, Counterfeit Penny. Yeah, I don't even notice not the damage penalty, sorry, the difficulty penalty. Like the fact that it gives you more champions. That's just hard mode in a nutshell, right? No, this is hard mode in a nutshell. Help, I'm an inanimate object. How did you put me into a nutshell? I guess I can't fight back against it. It's not a very good impression. Loki is basically 80% dead anyway. Which, you know, describes all of us. In the morning, at least. This is okay. I mean, it's obviously I actually want to be able to trade some HP away, but you know you're going to fight Krampus at some point. It might as well be now. We're already doing well. We're non-urgently in need of anything super valuable, so sure. I'm not, I mean, thrilled with it, of course, but it is what it is. I'm going to close this door up here. Okay. Hermit card is basically free boss rush, and we know we're almost certainly going to be able to take advantage of it. This floor, on the shop, it would be awesome to get the 9-volt. I don't know if we've really had... Oh, we got piercing shots on this floor, too, which is a good get. Hopefully we can get piercing shots on our next floor as well. And every floor thereafter to thus make Zodiac a little bit better. HP's doing fine. Kind of a shitty use of a battery charge. But, might as well. Just wish we could make it last a little longer. You know what? Maybe, kind of like esoterically, it would be sweet to get a speed upgrade. And then with that speed upgrade, we could go a little faster when we do our shot, like our shoop to whoop. And maybe we could use that to hit more enemies. But I don't know. We might just do less ticks of damage to the enemies we do hit. Holy crap. We're actually in the Whore of Babylon state for the first time. We're very fast. 26 cents thanks to Counterfeit Penny. That's actually pretty nice. Thought maybe that would get a skull. Not that we need a card. We're doing pretty well on that right now. So if we stay in the Whore of Babylon state, great. If we don't stay in the Whore of Babylon state, well, I'd like to. Let's just leave it at that. Okay, yeah, it's worth the 2 bombs. And the key. So 2 bombs and a key for 1 bomb. Quite a lot of money, and 3 spirit hearts. Although we're gonna have to use another bomb to get this spirit heart. I'd say that's still probably worth it, rather than taking our chances on that, you know, blue fire in this room. Okay, blow up a stone chest. A head item would be awesome. Instead, we just got a lot of consumables, which is also great. Got our bombs back at the very least. You know what? Might as well go fight Mom here, because we can teleport out anyway. And we'll teleport in a way that'll save us a key anyway. Could be better. Guillotine's actually, like, it's such a big orbital that it's going to allow us to easily do damage to Red Mom, who spends, like, no time on the ground. Okay, finish that off early. No deal with the devil is amazing to me. Take the Polaroid. Might as well take the Red Heart, because we've already ruined Whore of Babylon. We got Evil Eye, we got Mom's Bra, we got Teleporter, we got Cursed Bombs. We're going to take a little bit of damage to take Evil Eye. Get the heck out of here. 9-volt is huge. Now we can use Guillotine, not Guillotine, Shoop the Whoop on every single room. That's awesome. Is this another cat trying to get in here? No, those are cats fighting. Are you hearing this? It's just non-stop claws on the... Whoa! Hey, get out of here, you jokers! Too energetic. I knew it. Everyone thinks cats work on like a daily cycle. I don't think so, man. I think cats work on like a weekly cycle. They sleep almost the entire day for like 3 days, and then they spend about half of one day just going fucking apeshit. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe just once every 3 days, Tomo does the equivalent of, oh, Tech X. Baby, I love you way every day. I'm not even going to go to the blood bank at this point. This run is sealed. I was going to say maybe once every 3 days, like, Tomo just does the equivalent of saying, like, hey, pussy, you won't, to Ruka. But I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. Maybe go fuck yourself. I'd treat cats like feds, feed them shit and keep them in the dark. I don't treat my cats or the feds like that. I don't even know what the feds are, if I'm being honest. I'm not sure if that refers to any government employee or just the Federal Bureau of Investigation. I'll have to ask Mark Wahlberg for clarification, although I guess, you know, he didn't write the script. It's not even Martin Scorsese didn't write the script. It's based off of Infernal Affairs, the Hong Kong, you know, espionage film from like 2002 or something. We have definitely Stompy on this room. Definitely Stompy. Also, like, by far the best Oasis album. It was a really easy floor. Mostly because we got here super quickly, but still. No real need to go back for that double key, or golden key. Just kill this guy, and then you shoop the whoop on Skolex, and we should be good to go. Oh, I miscalculated ever so slightly. Sweet, an actual deal with the devil. Cat o' Nine Tails and Empty Vessels worth taking. If nothing else, it at least sort of gets us closer to Whore of Babylon, which we'll probably never be able to take advantage of. But, I mean, even with the Temperance card, I'm like, we have Placenta, so we're generating HP, even if I don't want to be generating HP. Cat o' Nine Tails is huge, though. We have Stompy again. Or Leo, technically, but... His name is Leo, and he's stomping on the rocks. Just like a dominatrix steps onto your cock. Something, something, something. Don't tell what he can do, kid, to John Locke. His name is Leo, and he likes to walk on rocks. Sort of works. They gotta put that, like, 500 hours of Rock Band experience into, you know, productivity sometime. Like, otherwise, I'm gonna have to acknowledge that it was largely spent wasting my time having a lot of fun. I would take a syringe here. That's alright, I don't need to take a syringe here. I was just thinking, you know, like, it would have been palatable if you wanted to be nice to me. But you know what? Honestly, the game has no reason to be nice to me. It's already been extremely nice in terms of the items it's granted us. I mean, are you seeing this? It's a little ridiculous. Tech X and a Shoop to Whoop 9-volt? It's like you're describing, like, a computer to somebody, but the person describing the computer has never seen a computer before. Oh my god, you got Tech X and a Shoop to Whoop 9-volt? I thought that, Globotron wasn't making those until next year. Yeah, we got the first run. It's got the, Randy Moss processor in it, too. You got the Randy Moss processor? Hell yeah, Steam sale. Well, this is gonna be a fast run. I figured... Again, I fought Hush already today. I'm hushed out slightly. I dispute the false dichotomy of you either fight Hush or you have no balls. Sometimes the Hush fight just is not necessarily the most fun use of your time. And judging by the comments, some people agree with that, some people disagree, but I think most people more or less agree with that. We gotta check this. Battery charge is obviously so important right now. He lied through his teeth. Plenty of consumables for now. Small Rock would still be a worthwhile pickup. I mean, there's never a run that you can have where you're like, oh, you know what I don't need right now? Extra damage. Well, don't want right now. There are times you don't need extra damage, like, for example, right now. But I would still love it. Yo, you hear this? These cats just... How do I reach these cats? They don't listen to reason. It's, you know... When you have a kid, they understand. I mean, you know, I learned when I was... Ruka, hello, yes. Hey, how's it going, buddy? I learned when I was teaching, you know, 6 to 15-year-old kids don't listen to reason. I know teenagers get a bad rap. Teenagers get a bad rap for different reasons, alright? Because, like, when a 3-year-old fucks up, they drew with crayon on the wall or something trying to have a fun time. When a 15-year-old fucks up, you know, they, like, get pregnant or, you know... get addicted to smoking or something like that, or fail a class that might have, like, a impact on their future. But for the most part, when I taught, I preferred to teach teenagers, because if the teenagers actually, like, cared about their lives, sometimes they did, sometimes they didn't, and, you know, that doesn't mean you're fucked, you know, but a lot of teenagers don't care about their lives and then totally get it together eventually as adults. Nothing wrong with that. Everybody goes at their own pace. Hey, Ruka. But when you have, like, a 3-year-old kid, you can't be like, hey, do your work, or you're gonna have, like, you're gonna fall behind the rest of your peers. This is a horrible chest. You know, to a 15-year-old, the idea that your friends are going to pass you by and leave you in the town you grew up in is a powerful motivator. For a 3-year-old kid, they're just like, oh, I don't. Well, a 5-year-old kid, they're like, I don't understand. I don't listen to reason. A teenager, you can scare a little bit with the reality of our cold world. Kids, they're too innocent to be punished, and I kind of feel like cats are kind of like that. You know, a cat doesn't listen to reason mostly because of the whole, you know, species language barrier sort of thing going on. But I can't explain, like, hey, if you keep meowing, you're gonna make Kate mad at you, and the madder Kate is at you, the more mad I'm supposed to be at you, the less likely you're gonna get like wet food later. You're being punished in a way that your brain can't possibly make the connection with. Which is not the way, probably not the optimal way to do it, but you know, the less awesome you feel about your cats, probably the less you're feeding them wet food, the more you're giving them this weird-ass dry food that smells like, you know, the worst food in the world, but they still eat it up, you know. It's high-quality food, I'm just saying, like, I think it's high-quality pet food anyway, I'm just saying, you know, they love the wet food. You can't explain that to a cat, so I don't know what you do. You give them a little smack on the bottom or a spray with a spray bottle, but I don't know if they really understand anything beyond, you know, the most basic level of, like, behavioral conditioning. You know, it's the easiest thing in the world. The older you get, the easier you are to scare. Like, a horror movie no longer scares you. You get scared in different ways. You know, if you want to scare, like, a 55-year-old Canadian, all you have to do is say the Trudeau government is going to completely abolish income splitting. And you go, oh, that means I have to work, like, another 2.5 years to get to retirement. I'm not making a political statement there. I'm just saying that as an adult, that's the kind of shit that keeps you up at night. You know? What scares a cat? Is like you put a cucumber behind it or something, right? That's the fashion of the time now. You put a cucumber behind your cat, it gets freaked out. Ruka, I'm trying to make a point here. I swear to God, if I come out there and one of the cats is dead and it was crying for help, I will never tell you. I will keep that inside until the day I die. Okay. That's why we need Jackson Galaxy to come over. We actually don't. You know, who's Jackson Galaxy? He's the fucking Cat Whisperer. I don't know if he's called the Cat Whisperer. I think his show was called, like, Help, My Cat is a Mess, or My Cat's Crazy, something like that. What he does is basically he goes to people's houses who have problem pets, and then he teaches them how to, you know, teach the pets to behave and feel comfortable and stuff like that. Our pets are largely, actually extremely well behaved. Thankfully, there's just today they're going apeshit. You can count on me meeting you after the game in the parking lot. I gotta say, we're taking a little bit of damage here. We still got this strength card. I haven't really been focusing on dodging or spamming shots, by the way, which is probably, like, almost certainly what we should be doing. The floor has also gone on, like, a lot longer than I expected it would. Book of Revelations. I mean, I really don't think we'll need it, but if we need it, I'm happy to have it. I don't think we're going to lose this run. I'd be pretty disappointed if we did. Oh, let's not touch that. Is this really not the boss fight again? I mean, I can't be mad at the time. We're only 20 minutes in here, but still. There we go, our sun card. Where the heck is our boss? Okay, for a second there, I was like, there's no boss fight here. Now, that would have been a moment of true bullshit. Yep. Got lucky to dodge that, I'd say. And that one was pretty much guaranteed to hit. Yo, one of these adversaries has to die. There we go. Watch out for the brimstone shot. Probably the most dangerous unless you walk directly under the spiders, as you are known to do. Curse of the Tower is probably the only thing that could ruin our run right now. So let's pull back the veil of zaniness and play more intelligently here. Okay. Strength card should seal this. Attack fly is nice as well. Okay, good enough. I'll take it. Feed in as much deliciously dirty damage as you can here. Trying to tap shoot, but our rate of fire isn't quite nice enough to make that work. Man, what the hell did we glean from our deal with the devil precedent on that run? Look, it was a great run, don't get me wrong, but we gained, like, nothing as a result of it. For now, though, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.